What's up, YouTube family? And I am back with another video. This will be a story time today, basically about my labor and delivery. I posted a video about my how did I find out I was pregnant. So if you haven't watched that, please watch this or X out and go watch that one. But today I'll be doing my labor and delivery story time. So basically, September the 15th at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, I started feeling cramps in my stomach. Mind you, throughout my whole pregnancy, I didn't have no problem, like no sickness, no morning sickness, no throwing up, like no nauseousness, no nothing really, truth be told, no cramps. If I did have cramps, it was like getting close to my due date, the Braxton Hicks or whatever they call them. But those are minor and those don't really bother me. They didn't really bother me. But yes, said September the September the 15th around 6:30, I started feeling cramps. It woke me out of my sleep and it was really sharp, and I like kind of jumped out my sleep because it caught me off guard. So I woke up and I was like, okay, this is crazy. I actually made a post on Snapchat and say these cramps are out of control, something of that nature. And I couldn't go back to sleep after that because I was just kind of thrown off. So I laid down, I stayed laying down, and they just kept coming and kept coming. They wasn't really getting stronger, but they wasn't going nowhere either. And I know, like I said, I hadn't had any problems throughout my pregnancy, so it was kind of like, what is this and what's going on? And this is kind of close to menstrual pains, and you know, it wasn't that strong at that time because they had just started. So I'm thinking like maybe these are my contractions, you know. So I called my aunt and I told her like, hey, you know, I'm getting cramps. I'm having cramps in my stomach. What do I do? Because I don't want to go to the one. I couldn't drive, so I was like, I don't want to go to the hospital. And they sent me back home. So I just called her and asked her. She was like, well, call the doctor and talk to them. So I called the hospital and I'm like, hey, I'm having cramps. They're not like major cramps or anything. She was just basically like, well, get in the shower, take a shower, get a big glass of water and lay on your right side, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And just lay there. And she said, if they get to the point to where you can't handle them, then come in. If not, just try to wait as long as you can. I said, okay. I don't like pain at all. I hate pain. My pain tolerance is very, very low. So the littlest thing hurt me because I don't do pain. So I was like, okay. So I got in the shower. When I got in the shower, my mucus plug fell out. It was like a thick yellowish gooey thing. It just fell and I felt it come out. And I had been looking for that for the longest because I'm like, once that fall out, I know it's real. You know what I'm saying? But that decided to fall out, you know, right then and there. My due date was actually September the 18th. So, like I said, at this moment, it is September the 15th. So, she is coming early, a couple of days early. I figured and I had a feeling that she was going to come early. Just because, I don't know, I just had that feeling like the whole entire time, really, truth be told. So, she, I got in the shower, the mucus plug fell out. I put some new clothes on. I didn't lay back down because I just couldn't. Ain't no point in me laying back down. So, I was like, I can't do this. So I called my aunt back and I'm like, hey, I'm finna go to the hospital because I can't do this. I can't, not me. So I went to the hospital, got there. They made me change up my clothes. They put the little robe on me. And put the stuff around my stomach to, watch my stomach, my contractions, my heartbeat, her heartbeat, all that stuff. So at that moment, I was 1 centimeter. I won't doing much. They kept me there for like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, and basically just monitored me, and nothing happened. She wasn't trying to budge, but them contractions were coming and they were getting stronger as the day proceeded. Mind you, now this may be a little late on in the morning. So they was like, okay, well, nothing's happening, so we're gonna go ahead and send you home. So I was like, okay. Everyone had came up to the hospital. I called my brother, actually. He, at the time, was staying in Virginia, so he was on his way because he thought I was in labor, which technically I was in labor. But he was on his way. And everybody else, the rest of the family, came to the hospital and just sat in the waiting room. But like I said, they sent me back home. So I went back home. My aunt brought me to the house, and my brother came. And basically everybody went on about their day, and I was home contracting like crazy. Like, contractions are no joke. I never cried. I didn't cry. I handled it like a big girl, surprisingly. For me not to like pain, I did very, very, very well. I didn't cry or nothing. I just would breathe, because basically with contractions, you know when they're coming. You can feel when it's finna uproar and when it's finna stop. And the doctor told me before I left to track my contractions. So I downloaded the app on my phone to watch and monitor my contractions. So every time I felt one coming, I would start it, and when it stopped, I would stop it. And basically, they say if it's like 3 minutes apart, 2 minutes apart, you need to come on in. With me contracting, I might have got back home around like 2, 3 o'clock afternoon, and I had been contracting them since. So they were like 7 minutes apart for like hours. I want to say about 11, 12 o'clock, they were becoming like 4 or 5 minutes apart. They got to like 3 minutes apart a couple of times, but it wasn't consistently. So I didn't really want to go back to the hospital and they sent me back. But being at the fact that my pain tolerance is deep low, nah, gotta go. So 1 o'clock a.m. that morning, so now we're September the 16th, I had to go in because I couldn't take no more. My brother was in here the whole time in the living room with me. He had fell asleep, and I was just like, hey, I gotta go because I can't take this no more. So do you mind getting up? Let's go. So we got up and went to the hospital. The thing to me that was really weird is, I'm not gonna say weird, but I didn't know the hospital locks their doors after certain hours, I guess, because we had to use a doorbell to get in order for them to let us in. Thought it was weird, because if it's an emergency, I just want to be able to walk in. However, it's a hospital. But anywho, that's off topic. So we got there. I told them I was contracting, I was in labor, and yeah, get there, they put me in this room, and these two nurses act like to me, it felt like, I ain't gonna say they didn't know what they was doing, but I literally was just here hours ago. There's no way that y'all don't have no information on me, because I was just here, literally. You know what I'm saying? Not literally. That's how I felt. So they're like, we don't have anything. So they had to ask me all these questions over again. You know how aggravating it is, and you contracting and you're annoyed and people want to talk to you, ask you questions that I feel like they should already have there. I don't know where my file just magically disappeared, or they just threw it out when I left. I don't know. But it pissed me off because I was just there. And I had to ask these questions over again. By the time I got to the hospital, I was 3 centimeters. Basically, they kept me. They said, we're going to go ahead and put you in your labor and delivery room. So, once again, I had a dress out, put stuff around me. They gave me my my room, got comfortable, laid there. They hooked me up to everything, from my finger to my IV to everything, basically. And they asked me if I wanted to get epidural, and of course, because like I told y'all, if you've been paying attention, Jocelyn does not do pain. So I got my epidural. When I was there, I got that about 3 something, almost 4 o'clock. Once I got that, your girl was good. So basically it was me and my brother, and everybody else was either asleep and getting ready for work or whatever until they could come to the hospital. And so it was just basically me there and waiting on baby girl to come. Excuse me, low-key tired. I'm just waiting on baby girl to come, and she was having a hard time with keeping her heart rate up, because I don't know how she was positioned or what she was in there doing, but baby girl, I think her heart rate kept going up and down. I wasn't really scared, but I was kind of getting a little annoyed because me had to keep being flipped and turned, and they had to put like this big old pillow or a ball up under my leg, have my leg up, or just flipping and turning, flipping and turning, flipping and turning. And it's kind of hard to flip and turn with the epidural because everything is literally numb. So when I feel like I am moving, like when they like move your leg, and I think I'm moving my leg, child, leg ain't going nowhere the whole time. Nowhere, like just same spot. And I'm like, I am moving. They like, you ain't moving nothing. And I'm like, listen, that epidural is the truth. I give it up to women that give birth naturally, because that's a lot to feel. Like I said, I didn't cry. I was a champ. I didn't cry not one time. But it is a lot of, your body is going through a lot at one time, and it is a lot of pressure on you, on your body. So, everything literally stomach down, numb. Didn't feel anything. I did feel like pressure in my buttocks area. Like I felt like I had to do a number 2, like the whole time. Like it's like basically epidural takes the pressure out your stomach and put it in your, and it like pushes to the back, but it doesn't hurt. It just feel like a lot of pressure. Like, and I just felt like I had to do a number 2, and I kept telling the doctor, like, with a nurse, I'm like, girl, I gotta use the bathroom. And she's like, you don't have to use the bathroom. Mind you, you know they hook you up to like a bladder thing, so you can't even get out the bed if you want to. They put a tube up your vagina, and that's how you use the bathroom. You don't never feel yourself going to the bathroom. And that's what I thought. I'm like, how am I gonna use the bathroom? I'm using it, I just don't know I'm using it. And it's so weird. Like, I think the whole process is neat and just cool in a sense. I mean, that would be the only, like, if I became a nurse, that's what I want to do, like labor and delivery. Because it's amazing and it's unique, and it's something that I feel like every woman should experience at least one time. And just me going through the process was wow, because I never knew that this is what goes on for labor and delivery, to have a child. So yes, I just felt like a lot of pressure back there. And you know, she's like, that's just the baby, that's just the baby, that's just the baby. So I'm okay, and my body is progressing like it should. My water broke, I felt that. It just felt like a lot of gush come out at one time. I felt like I kind of peed on myself, and my body just started progressing, and I went from 3 centimeters to like, I want to say 5, then I went to 6, then I went to 7, then I don't know when I went from 7 to 10, honestly, but my body eventually got there with no problem. So I didn't need no extra shots, no extra nothing to get me to my 10 centimeter. My body just did it on its own, which is great. And yeah, so when it was time to push it, like, okay, we're finna have a baby, are you ready? And I'm like, yeah, you know, nervous because never did nothing like this before. My thought process is like, I'm really finna have a child. Like, I am really finna give birth. Like, another human being is about to come out of me. Like, where they do that at? Everywhere, Joshua, everywhere. But it just was different. Like when you've never experienced something, it's different. So I had Adeline Cantrice J. J is not her last name, but I call her J. I had her at 12:11 September 16th p.m. And it was crazy. Like my whole pregnancy, I'm like, oh, I don't want them to lay her on me. She dirty, you know, just coming out of me. But they did anyway, and I didn't have a problem with it. Didn't think twice about my baby laying on me like that. I love her to death. She is like my light and joy. Oh, I'm getting teary-eyed. I don't know why, but that's my baby, and I love her to death. And why am I getting teary-eyed? And she just brings joy to me, and she motivates me, and she just pushes me to be a better person. And just a love for a child is amazing. Like, it's unexplainable. Until you are experiencing it yourself, you can't really explain it. You just know how to show it. And that's what I do every day with my child. It was great. When I got home, everything was fine. We took our little pictures in the hospital, and I just love and adore my baby, and I wouldn't change nothing for the world. She is a happy baby. She smiles and laughs and joke all the time. Take everything as a joke. Nothing is ever serious with her, period. I understand. Until she's ready for her bottle, oh, now stuff is getting real and stuff is getting serious. But other than that, she is a good baby. I love her, and she's a chill baby. And my labor and delivery was good for the most part. Would I do it again? I would say I wouldn't. I ain't gonna say I'm in a rush to have another child, because I'm not. I honestly didn't want children, but I have one, and I love her. Wouldn't blink twice about doing whatever I need to make sure she has what she needs and wants. And yeah, I love her. It's my baby. It's my heart. And if I would have another child, I would say I would want to be married and have a husband, and just know for sure, you know, that that's what I want to do. Because two, I ain't gonna say it's hard with one, but it's challenging at times. But I don't know about the two. I really have to be married and know that I got support with the father. I have support now with the father. You know, that's my rock. That's a different topic. But yeah, so that's my labor and delivery story. Nothing dramatic, because I didn't have a dramatic labor. I didn't have a dramatic delivery. Besides her heart rate going up and down, everything was fine. I had a good, smooth pregnancy. So I'm just blessed to say that she was healthy and that everything went good throughout my pregnancy. No complications, no extra drugs were needed, no nothing. Like, everything was how it was meant to be. Yeah. So if you guys like this story time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be posting another video. I'm gonna be posting 2 videos by this time. By the time you guys have viewed this video, that one should already be up. It's a morning routine, mommy and me morning routine. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and check that one out as well. And yeah, we are just on the roll of getting you guys content and continuing to post and keep my promise with being consistent. And I will be posting another video after this. So you guys just let me know what you want, or I'll just, you know, do a Q&A. I think that's the next video. I'll probably do a Q&A. So like I said, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video.